We recommend staying home. Your mental state is very strained and you need time to recuperate.
How long until I'm back to work?
From 9 to 12 months. Estimates may change.
Fuck! Sarah, I fucked up. I don't know how to say this, but I think I'm admitting guilt.
What happened? Is everything all right? What have you done?
I can't do anything. I've no chance to go back.
James.
No. I'll finish the case. I won't leave it like this, but I won't drag you down with me. I'm sorry for earlier. I'll cover all traces. I can't drag everyone down all the time. You didn't deserve it.
Whew. Wow, that's very kind of you.
Excuse me?
You're such a drama queen sometimes. What did you think? I'd leave it like that? I'll leave you with it? I have a few leads to discuss.
Really?
You think you're the only person in this town who wants to know what's going on?
Let's get busy then.
Przekupiłam ją.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
Co my tu mamy? Co łączy sprawę Greena w wikariusie? List. Agent. Apaszka, symbol węża, Travis. List.
So the watch with a photo wasn't evidence of a friendly quarrel between Kovalev and Green?
They were obviously very close.
Dobra, co my tu mamy dalej? Krwawa prośba. Wygląda na to, że dopełnienie dzieła było morderstwo ważnych postaci. Dlaczego Kovalev wypełnił prośbę Greena pomimo tego, żeby go to zrujnowało? Nie wąż, apaszka, toksykologia, pieprzony demer. Nie. Projekty ustaw.
I still can't believe it.
At least their plans will take a while
Dobra.
longer.
I co my tu mamy dalej? To co by tam jest? Miller.
That tell you something?
Shit. Too many
Shit.
copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know.
The famous psychologist, back in the circle of suspects.
Też nie?
More on the periphery.
You've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Travis Collette.
James!
Sorry.
No to co? W takim razie, jak nie to i nie to. Miller?
I still don't know how he encrypted the Icarite.
Też nie.
Why do something like that?
To avoid answers when your corpse turns up in an inconvenient situation. Was the toxicology of the rest clean?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but It was normal for this social class.
Spotkał ten sam los. Symbol węża, tak?
That damn snake. Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev Zekarite never made it there, which means that this is another...
This is another final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check.
Okej. Czy ktoś tu z obecnych mógł wiedzieć, że Green i Kowalek coś planowali? Miller.
Despite what we saw in the
Yeah.
Icarus reconstruction, Phalanx really does have quite a rep. Chief's
Agent.
errand boy.
O,
I wonder how big his stable was. As the chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here?
plany. Plany, gdzie są plany? Plany techniczne. O,
Sarah, can you check what building this is?
How am I supposed to do that? This is just a small section. I need more to work with here.
jaki to budynek? No i mamy.
Holy shit. So Dean was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
Co my tu mamy? Dean mógł działać na zlecenie kogoś innego. Komendant wykonuje własną robotę. Przekupił się.
Sorry to say, but it looks like our old bastard is deep in someone's pocket.
But what did he really want? What did he need the plans for?
Your questions keep getting better. We missed something at Green's. Something damn important.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine $938.
Ah, fuck
Ergo
you.
Hestia?
And don't wait for me with dinner. I'll be late.
Nie popadnij w szaleństwo.
After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The
Gdzie my
feds secured
jesteśmy?
the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
It's gonna be hard to find anything after the feds were here.
The feds weren't on Icarus.
They don't know what we know. Hopefully.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
The fucking safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
See something else?
Nothing. Empty. Just like my account. Get out.
Can you check what they took?
You know, it's not like I didn't break the law this week, so I'll see.
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
The storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
This is a refrigerator.
What? No.
A projector?
Pneumatics! Opens something! Quit screwing around! We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking. This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected.
Na schodach. O, mamy.
The wall is a meter from the safe. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
O kurwa.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see you develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it.
Ale jazda.
James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck. So green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
Aha.
Fuck!
Making a mess. Get your act together.
Don't you already know who the murderer is? James?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Nieźle.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper.
He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he
Kłamca.
thinks about him in the law now.
Jest napisane.
Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer? Chris Everson. He'd sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day. Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. Shot. Needs a closer look. The Emperor of Screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Or maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head. What's with these masks? Some subtle differences, but not enough to tell who's who. Or what.
Cold-blooded murder.
We'll see.
Does it look like something else?
It looks like a piece of the puzzle. One that'll fit when it's time.
Ale skąd te strzały? Może ja muszę X-ray wyciągnąć. O!
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
A shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
How to quell the masses. Oh, nice. They even think about us after hours.
Well, their plans will have to wait.
He aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces.
Tam ktoś gwisi, czy mi się wydaje? Nie, to ręka.
Another crime scene, another bar. Clearly, booze is as deadly as they say. Like you got hit by a truck? Blagojevich, journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you. He could have believed it all.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Shit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here.
On siedział jak księciunio.
You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Fucking wiring. You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
He was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Yet something or someone stopped him. He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Kadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. What the... Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious. High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. This.
O kurwa!
Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us?
Ruchalnia.
When you're left with no desires except to kill, then it's high time to die indeed. This reminds me of something. I saw one just like it in the safe. Only degenerates can afford to endure prohibition with dignity. I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started a recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch.
Może kaseta wyjęta.
See? You dressed inappropriately. It was a theme party.
So she was over here. No, fuck it. I'd better start from the beginning.
O,
Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range. It's time for pictures of your friend. Same weapon?
O kurde.
Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you. Pretty much everyone here knows each other. Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations. Drake's star. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. I think I'm getting the picture. It's not about sex.
About what then?
About culture, obviously. Same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. It looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds.
Pokaż ten ryj. Młodziutki.
Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a...
She was bleeding like hell.
Najpierw ona dostała, a potem on. Albo ona go ruchała, poderżnęła mu gardło i dopiero dostali. No, obydwoje.
Senator used it as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape?
O, jest nóż.
Ritual toy. Sharp. Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. Was she waiting for her moment?
O,
Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead and burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else catch your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. You were lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where? control panel could be connected to cameras. Let's check the wires.
Nieźle.
You here? Rachel would be disappointed, but I'm not too surprised. Same weapon as before. Let's see where you take me. Another. This must be a dead end. Cables run deeper.
No! Cześć!
Fuck. Not now. So close.
Ło!
So, Mount Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
O kurwa.
I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Icarite in this one? Age 21. There's some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
Ja dupce.
The youngest bodies possible. No certificates.
What the fuck?
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites, why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Same as on the table at Green's. He was here.
Jezus Maria, co jest?
Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back. He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary,
Oho.
Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Ja pierdolę, ale popierdolone.
Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
Ja.
I'm just wondering. Since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her? This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?